What to do if there is tension or contraction in the body? Uh, don't do anything. There's no need to do anything about that. Usually the question of what to do with tension or contraction in the body comes from this subtle resistance to the tension or contraction and the attempt to get rid of that tension or contraction. So from that point of view, we are believing ourselves to be suffering psychologically from this tension or contraction. And therefore, we would, in that moment, be ignoring the reality of our experience. For the reality of our experience is this presence of consciousness, which is the substance of that sensation we are calling tension or contraction. And as such, we as this consciousness are not resisting that sensation. And so we don't want to get rid of it. We don't see a problem with it. The um, tension or contraction is made of love. It's made of consciousness, which being no distance from itself and all that's made of itself is love itself. So the sensation is made of love, is love. And when we see from this perspective of consciousness being the substance of the sensation, interestingly, the um, quality of tension and contraction seems to fade subtly with the defining of the sensation as tense or contracted. We are superimposing that definition onto the sensation and making it seem as if it is tense or contracted. Whereas in fact, the substance of that experience is consciousness, which is neither tense nor contracted. It's not anything other than love, peace. So instead of trying to get rid of this sensation, if we're asking what to do with the sensation, inquire into its reality, its substance. Because all that we are longing for is the love and peace, the absolute okayness that is present as our true nature, as this presence of consciousness. So go to the very substance, the essential reality of that experience. Remove every superfluous layer. Go to the very essential substance. What is there? Is that sensation made of contraction or tension? What is it made of? And if thought interjects and offers a label, see that label as a superimposition, an additional name that is not intrinsic to the experience itself. And simply experience the sensation itself without any label. Feel the substance of that sensation. They feel is not quite accurate. because we only feel sensations. Like a sensation is felt, but the substance of sensation is not felt exactly. The substance of the sensation we are conscious of, for it is consciousness which is the substance of that sensation. So all there is in consciousness is consciousness. There's no feeling to consciousness. Consciousness does not feel its presence. It is purely conscious of itself. So just be conscious of the substance of the sensation and see the felt quality of the sensation as a movement within consciousness that is made of consciousness. So what's really there is consciousness. And that consciousness is not a feeling, essentially, not a sensation, essentially, because consciousness is not moving, not vibrating. It is perfectly still. And just be here. And allow yourself to experience a tension-free body. Experiencing the body is made of the openness, the comfort of consciousness. Why is consciousness comfortable? Of course, this is a word that has a dualistic counterpart, and consciousness is not dualistic, but it's a word that indicates an attribute of consciousness, which is not a limited attribute. It indicates the stillness, the unmovingness of the aliveness of consciousness. That it is at peace. It is peace. So experience the body is made of open, tensionless peace. Yeah.